You are now tuned into Coffee, Tea, and Conversations, Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. with Mary Evans and her co-host, Marsha Easley. Get ready for
Coffee, Tea, and Conversations. Yeah. Put some coffee in your cup. Coffee, tea, and conversations. Yeah. Put some tea in your cup. Are you ready?
for motivation,
Get ready.
for education,
Are you ready?
for life-changing inspiration,
Get ready.
for Coffee, Tea, and Conversations with Mary Evans and Marsha Easley. Bringing you topics every Sunday morning at 10 a.m. to educate, motivate, and inspire, and even make you laugh. Get ready for
Coffee, tea, and conversations. Yeah. Put some coffee in your cup. Coffee, tea, and conversations. Yeah. Put some tea in your cup. Are you ready?
for motivation,
Get ready.
for education,
Are you ready?
for life-changing inspiration,
Get ready.
for Coffee, Tea, and Conversations with Mary Evans and Marsha Easley. Are you ready?
Are you ready?
That was hot. Oh, I love that. That was
Coffee, tea, and conversation. Did you like it?
and I loved it. Inspiration. We getting it in. Yes, yes. I love
I
that.
think since we have such a special guest coming in the house,
Woo-wee. Yes, we getting it in.
do
It's
you
very-
think we need to give people time to come in the room
Give
and
'em a
roll
little-
it one more time, or you think we need to roll on?
I don't know. We might need to roll it again. Can we hear
Let's
one?
roll it one more time for all the new people in the back. Alexis Lawrence.
You are now tuned into Coffee, Tea, and Conversations, Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. with Mary Evans and her co-host, Marsha Easley. Get ready for
Coffee, tea, and conversations. Yeah. Put some coffee in your cup. Coffee, tea, and conversations. Yeah. Put some tea in your cup. Are you ready?
for motivation,
Get ready.
for education,
Are you ready?
for life-changing inspiration,
Get ready.
for Coffee, Tea, and Conversations with Mary Evans and Marsha Easley. Bringing you topics every Sunday morning at 10 a.m. to educate, motivate, and inspire, and even make you laugh. Get ready for
Coffee, tea, and conversations. Yeah. Put some coffee in your cup. Coffee, tea, and conversations. Yeah. Put some tea in your cup. Are you ready?
for motivation,
Get ready.
for education,
Are you ready?
Are you ready, baby? We have to give
Love
a
that.
shout out to Jay Cruz.
Yes.
He killed that jingle. If you are here, you're new to the show. This is our first morning playing our new jingle, Jay Cruz. He killed it. If you need jingles done, drop your information in the chat and he will get you there. We want to say good morning to Coffee, Tea, and Conversation
Good
at
morning.
10 a.m. with Mary, I Inspire Evans, and
And Marsha Easley.
all right, now thank you, Mr. Edward Douglas. What's going on? Good morning to you.
Good
You know
morning.
what? Edward wrote a book, Marsha, and you are author yourself. Turning it into a movie and a film. He's working with my mentor, Dorez Douglas, out of California.
Yeah.
Amazing. We did his commercial. We're gonna bring that back up. We're gonna bring his commercial in on Sunday mornings because he is doing the doggone thing. Broken Covenant
Hi.
is what we're talking about today, though.
We.
Let's bring our special guest in.
Yeah.
Martel Taylor, straight from Pontiac, Michigan.
Yaktown. Yeah.
Jacktown.
What's happening? What's
We
happening?
gotta give him Lexus. We got
Good morning, Sal.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yes.
Let's go. We have a lot of authors that watch the show, and one is on now. I was just telling Marsha about Edward Douglas. He wrote a book, turned into a play, into a movie. It's amazing things, how things move. But I'm going to let Marsha sort of take over the show once I introduce and say we are so happy to have you here on the SOS show live with Mary Evans and Marsha Easley. SOS stands for Share Our Stories, okay? I know you straight from Pontiac and you just came in and you did a premiere of your book,
No,
show,
my movie. Yeah, my movie.
movie? It was a book first. Wasn't it a book first?
I did a stage play first. I did it as a
Okay,
stage play first.
a stage play first. Okay, so congratulations to
Thank
you. And you're straight from Pontiac, Michigan, Yak Town, correct?
All day, all day.
Okay, Marsha, you want to tell us about the premiere and what did you see? How did you like it? And then we're gonna keep it real on the show for the rest of the show.
Okay, I was at the premiere. I was actually, helped out with his play. It was a play first, and I had the opportunity to work backstage, do little set stuff and everything. A little person back there, but I was just glad. And I just said, Martel, what can I do? I want to be there. Can I help? Oh yeah, you can do this. So, I helped promote and just do whatever I could to get to be there and be a part of this because I saw it. I seen it emerging. Martel used to send me stuff back in the day, like, look, this is my little short play I made, little TV thing I did. I was like, okay, you get a little criticism. We talk about it, but it all started off as a dream. It was a dream. And look at him now. The play, he turned it into a movie, and it's a real movie. It's a real movie. I don't know if we want to introduce Martel, you want to talk first, Martel, or should we play the trailer for the play?
Go ahead and play the trailer.
Play the trailer. Let's do the trailer. Yeah.
Don't touch me. Because this right here is not what.
Uh-oh. Hold on.
We're gonna come back to the trailer because you know what, Lexus got us in the background there. She working some things. Okay.
We can get back. We can get back to the trailer.
We can get back to the trailer. Let's talk about what it's about. Tell us, Martel, what is the name and how did you come up with the idea?
So I'm so glad that you asked that because this is the first time somebody has asked me, how did I come up with the name of the film? That's so funny. No, seriously, no one has ever asked me that. Because it wasn't called Broken Covenant in the beginning. When I initially wrote it, I wanted to tell a story about faith, family, forgiveness, and I wanted to tell it from a male perspective. So I'm about to tell you what the initial name was, and it was way too. Okay, let me back up. When I initially wrote it, I did write it as a movie, even though I did it as a stage play first. When I wrote it as a movie. Mm-hmm. I'm about to tell you what the name was. It was way too long for a movie. But it was titled Men Don't Love Easy, But They Love Hard. I was like, that is entirely too long, of course, for a movie.
Yes. Right.
So I was like, I gotta come up with the name. And I just remember it came to me literally driving down the street. I had moved to Dallas, Texas. I had already wrote the movie. And I just was like, I got to come up with a name. And I wasn't even thinking about it. I literally wasn't thinking about it. And I was driving down the street. I had just moved to Dallas, Texas. I'd probably been there maybe 2 weeks. And I can visualize where I was at. I was at a stoplight. Yeah. And the name Broken Covenant came to me. And I was like, that's it. And that's actually where the name came from. Nobody has ever told me that.
I know how that works because that's how it happened for my book. I was just riding down the street and the rain was coming down and words came to mind. I'm like, okay, let me go from there. So that's kind of cool. That's cool.
And Martel, I asked you that question only because, I'm working on also a movie, a reality show called Fix My Church. And people ask me, where did it come from? Mm-hmm. And I know when we have come up with a name, we have an idea, is usually something that has sparked that in the inside of us. And for me, when I would visit churches, and particularly my own church, I would see things that need to be fixed, and people don't understand churches need money to survive. When you talk about paying tithes, they have bills to pay like everybody else. And I was in the bathroom one day and I couldn't lock the door. And I was like,
fix my church.
Fix my church. And that's where it's just so crazy how it works, how things spark it. So that's why I asked you that.
Right. Isn't it funny though? Isn't it funny how stuff would like come to you and it come to you the weirdest places and at the weirdest time?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
This is the part for me I would really like you to answer. I know you are from Pontiac.
Yes, ma'am.
And you left here and you just spiraled out of control very, very quickly. I want to ask, why did you feel like you had to take your dream from here? Did you try to do it here? What made you leave and said, okay, I'm just going to go follow my dream? What was that point for you?
Well, I left because, well, I did some things. Like I said, I did some things back at home. I moved back from Dallas to Michigan for a couple of years. Did the stage play. I actually did a short film that I haven't put out yet. Actually, it's already done. I have a short film titled "The Story of Faith" that I actually haven't put out. But I wanted to do things on a bigger level, not forget about home, because I'm going to always come back home and be able to do things. But Atlanta is a place that's really kind of known for being able to put film and television content out. You know, a lot of people call Atlanta Black Hollywood. It's a lot of opportunities down here. It's a lot of goal chasers. It's a lot of people that's really chasing their goals and their dreams. And I just knew this is where I needed to be to get done what I needed to get done. But, you know, I'm always going to come back home. And that's and I'm sure we'll get into it, but that's the reason why I had to do a premiere back at home. So just because I left home and I live in Atlanta, I'm still about that home life. So, but that's the reason why I came here, because it's a lot of opportunity here. It's a lot of opportunity here for dreamers, goal chasers, and I've only been here 2 years. I mean,
wow.
So, yeah.
Let me tell you something about that premiere, Mary. He sold out 2 movie theaters at the Imagine Theater in Novi. It was 2 full movie theaters. He sold out. And we talking about you paying some money for these tickets. So it was wonderful that he could come home, because he sold out in Atlanta too. In Atlanta, he was there, and I heard he was emotional and everything. But when he brought that baby home and his people came up and showed out and showed him some love, and everybody, it was just so exciting. I was emotional. I didn't know what to expect. You know, I saw the play. I didn't see the movie. And I was just, it's such a proud moment for, I know, because he was a big cry baby. He was just, okay.
You ain't got to put all of that.
He was all of that. And it was just, you know, I had tears in my eyes, because it was just that, you know, just seeing it and seeing him in his moment and with his people in our home time. It was special. How did you feel about at that time, Martel?
Man, it was, you know, it's actually was something that I had dreamed about. I dreamed about, and I've seen it. I visualized it. I've always, when Taylor One Films is conception, I said, I want to do a full-length feature film, and I want to be able to do a premiere at home. I didn't know where I would be at, you know, when I did the film, but I mean, and this was like a 10 years in the making type thing. So I had visualized it. I had seen it, and I'm a firm believer you got to see it before it happens. So I had actually seen all of this. So doing the premiere in Atlanta, I did the premiere in Atlanta first, and we had over 200 people, roughly 220. But back at home, we had like 500. And I did the one in Pontiac. I did the one back at home second on purpose, because I wanted to get the kinks out the way. If it was any kinks, I wanted to get the kinks out the way in Atlanta, because at the end of the day, I'm still from Pontiac. My phone number is still a 248 phone number. You know, and but the way I felt, indescribable. I'm honestly just being able to look out and see the support, the love, the support, seeing friends I haven't seen in 20, 30 years. You know, it's some people that know it's been some blood, sweat, tears, some wanting to quit, some not, you know. So it was everything. It was everything for me, for real. I'm still on the high.
Yes.
I am so proud of you, Martel. Marsha just said it was, I hate I missed it. I want to ask you, so we know now, you know, you always gonna have love for Pontiac. I have a question for you. When we're working on big goals, and we have discussed, I'm pitching my show, Fix My Church. Did you find that when you were, I know Marsha is a supporter too, like Marsha just, she'll ride or die with you. She the best co-host friend you can have. She talks about how she'll just call and say what you need. That's exactly how she cut for real.
Yeah, so, she's called me multiple times with that. So
yes. So I do know she is one that I don't care how big your dream is, Marsha gonna roll with you. it's not a lot of people in the beginning of such a large dream that actually sometimes it's hard for you to even believe in your own dream, less than have the supporters from families and friends.
Yes.
I wrote my reality show in 2016, right?
Okay.
And you and I sort of had the conversation. I need to find 8 churches. And when I called, someone was like, honey, good luck to you.
Right.
That's something hard to do.
Right.
I want you to talk about when you believe, like you say, you could already see this happening. How hard was it for you when you saw people that you was close to, just in conversation, you could tell they was like, Martel, okay, sounds good. Did you run into a lot of that, or did you have more support than not support? Tell me, what was that like for you? Because you say it was in 10 years of the making. Because I want anybody out there that's working on something not to give up. You said you did this for 10 years. I wrote this show 2016. What helped you to stay focused and not to give up on your dream? Was it more you, or it was the people around you, the few you have, or did you have a lot?
I do have a lot of support, and I've had some people that have believed in my vision since conception.
Okay.
But with that being said, I've had people that I know was like, yeah, whatever, you wasting your time, and all that. But that motivates me though. So to me, I actually kind of need that, because that's motivation for me. Not that I'm trying to prove anybody wrong, but I understand everybody not going to support you. But I would say I definitely have way more supporters than non-supporters. Yeah. And you got to keep your team tight. Long as you got the right, to me, it's not about the amount of supporters you have, it's having the right supporters. So I have some people in my circle that if I picked up the phone and called today and said, I'm not doing this no more, they wouldn't even let me stop doing it. You understand what I'm saying? Those are the type of people. So I concentrate more on the people that I do have in my circle and support versus the people that don't support, and it's not enough.
Was that in the beginning stage?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, of course, it's grown, but I have what started out as maybe 2 or 3. Just you can't share your dreams with everybody in the beginning. No. So what started out as 2 or 3 in the beginning, then turned into 20, 30. So yeah, but I know the real supporters. That's for certain though. Yeah, I do.
Well, let's tell you, I ain't gonna keep saying it, but when I move along, I'm taking Marsha right on along with me, for real.
All right.
Yes.
Let me got some stuff going on too, and y'all going with me too. So
that's right. But Martel, I don't want to miss this. Okay. We talked about before the show shortly. You have the ones that believe in you, the ones that look, the ones that laugh, and when you make it, let's talk about. You made a very good comment before the show, is that they want to see first. Let's talk about that. I want you to hit on that.
I mean, that's like you say, we talked about this before the show, but you have a lot of people that they want to, they want to see it before they support. And to me, I'm leery of those type of people. Honestly, I'm leery of those type of people. I understand it's my vision, it's my dream, it's my passion. But if you're only going to support me once we get to a certain level, that's really not the kind of support that, that I really, I don't want to say want, but I'm not overly pressed about that. I like people that's going to push me, whether if we here working our way to get here, especially if you've had the opportunity. I've spoken with people down through the years that I wanted to bring on board, that I wanted to work with, collaborate with. And they just kind of like, pass it up, shot it up, whatever. And I didn't take it personal because, I'm learning that, sometimes it's not meant for everybody to work together. It's not meant for everybody to, be part of your vision, your dream, your goals, whatnot. So I don't take it personal, but yeah, if you got an opportunity,
That's it. And it makes me think about Facebook when the gentleman that did Facebook, he invited, I think, 6 people to his room and only 2 or 3 showed up because, you know, they believe in the vision and they all millionaires. So I see exactly what you're saying. But I bet those same people, they really, you know, they know who you are now, don't they?
Yeah.
It's funny that you say that because it's funny that you say that. I mean, because I mean, as Taylor One Films have grown, I get the inboxes, I get the messages, you know, I get the calls. Hey, let's, you know, I want to talk to you, you know, and
yes.
It wasn't saying too much back then. I want to say this right quick though, and again, I would say 90% supporters is great. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Like I have one heck of a support system. You know, back at home and here. I want to tell you a quick story right quick though. There's a guy that I know. I've been knowing him for years. He's in the industry. I'm not going to say his name. He's in the industry, and I remember reaching out to him in 2014. 2014, and we had a conversation. He's in the industry in California. We had a conversation, and he shot my dream down. I just remember telling him, you know, what my goal was as Taylor One Films, and I remember him asking me, "Well, why'd you wait so late?" I'm 48 years old right now. When I talked to him, I was 40, I believe, something like that, 40, 41. And he shot it down. Like, what you wait so late for? And, you know, I told him, I was like, well, you know, life happens. I'm like, you know, you grow up and, you know, you have kids, you know, you got to take family to take care of and things of that nature. And I just remember him saying, well, you know, not only is this a hard industry to get into, you kind of, it was a lot of negativity.
Yes.
And I say that to say this. Now, I hear from him about needing my help. And so I say that just to say, I think we have to be careful about shooting people's dreams down.
Yes.
I'm real big at telling people it does not matter how old you are. It doesn't matter when you start. As long as you got breath in your body, you can chase your goals and dreams. And in all honesty, my goal is to be a witness to that.
Yes, you doing that. I want to take time to show some love and actually acknowledge some of our viewers this morning. So Lexus, put on the screen. Good morning, T and Talk. How are you? Regina, thanks for tuning in. Yes, home life. Faith Wilson, thanks for tuning in this morning. Brian Purdue, good morning, beautiful people. Good morning to you. Skippy Thompson, good morning, family. Good morning, guys. Skippy, all right. My PFF, Marsha Easley.
Right there.
That's some of the Taylor One Films family right there.
It sure is.
Hello, Taylor Films. We had to just acknowledge and tell them good morning to them because we know they could be doing something else this morning. And they tuning in to Coffee, Tea, and Conversation.
Alexis, I'm sorry, baby. Show some of the pictures from the premiere. I took a few pictures. Show some of the pictures. And Martel, if you can tell who some of the people, because I got some of your cast members.
That's Rashawn. That's Rashawn Matthews. That's the lead character. That's Jackson right there.
From Pontiac. He's from Pontiac.
Yeah, that's some more cast. That's all four. I don't want to tell too much if they ain't seen the movie, but that's a real interesting picture right there.
Beautiful.
That's the team.
That's the team right there. So Martel, we always like to educate. We got the good part in. Let's talk about beautiful picture, Marsha. Let's talk about Martel. You already said there's a hard industry to get in. Anybody that's out there that's trying to do the same thing besides myself with Fix My Church coming soon. What do you have to say, Martel, to them? Where did you start? Okay, you had this idea. You did what you did. How did you make your connections? Do you know a lot of mine was found on Facebook? Is this really? Yeah. How did you find your connections for your dream?
I tell people this all the time. And I'm not even a big social media person, but when I tell you have to use social media to your benefit, because you can make connections now that you used to couldn't make, before like social media, was like this. And, back in the day, you would write a script, if you were a filmmaker, especially independent filmmaker, you write a script and you try to want to pitch it to Hollywood or whatever. But getting in front of executives in Hollywood is, believe me, it's probably the hardest thing to do in this industry. But now with the, you know, advent of social media, I have literally met people. I've met actresses, actors, film crews, makeup, hair, literally on Instagram, social media. And so it, on top of the fact of, you know, once you meet them, you know, you can talk. Some people talk to you. I've talked to a couple celebrities, honestly, through Instagram. And so you have to use it for your benefit. And to me, it's not easy to make a film, but I will say this, with social media, if you use it correctly, you do have an opportunity to meet some great people in the industry. I will say that.
You will.
But you got to work hard, though. It's
do.
bigger than just an idea, because I get people to reach out to me all the time and say, Martel, I have an idea. I got a movie in my head. I got a stage play in my head. Well, I'm gonna be honest with you, and I tell them this, that's fine, but it means nothing if it's in here. You got to get it on paper. You got to get it on paper. You got to get on that computer, you know, and it means nothing because it's here, you know. So, and that's what I tell people. And, you know, you to go back a quick minute from where you said, like where I started, the first thing I ever wrote, I wrote literally an episode of Tyler Perry's House of Pain. Seriously. I was just sitting on the couch one day, and I remember I was watching Tyler Perry House of Pain, and I loved the show, but I didn't like the storyline where they was going with it. Mm-hmm. And I said, if you don't like the storyline, Martel, I was like, write your own episode. And that's exactly what I did. And I didn't write it correctly. I didn't go to school for this. I'm self-taught, so I had to do a lot of research.
That was my next question. Do you have any schooling? So you are definitely self-taught.
YouTube, Google University.
Wow.
Yes.
That's amazing, because like you say, you could find so much. So you were self-taught, you believed in yourself, and you saw the vision before it was happening. And they say in order for it to happen, you have to see it before it happened. So you had all of those things and it rolled out. It took you exactly how many years from concept to now standing and doing your premiere? How many years did that take you?
2010 to 21, 11. Yeah,
11 years.
11
so
years.
If anybody out there listening, that's my whole thing I'm trying to say. It took you 11 years and you did not give up. And like you say, it is hard work and you had to keep going and keep going. Mm-hmm. Now, a lot of people like myself thought it'd take $1 million, you know, so much money to make the dream come true. I want you to let the audience know is that you do not have to be a millionaire to make a dream come true when it comes to a movie. Do you agree? And where do fundings? Give them some ideas when it comes to fundings. Like I have two investors. Let's talk about funding.
Okay, so to me, you don't have to have $1 million to have $1 million idea. Now, with that being said, you do need money. I'll say for me, the pandemic actually turned around a bit, was a blessing for me. Okay. I do have a 9-to-5. Been in the mortgage industry for 22 years. So last year, all I did was work. You know, we couldn't do nothing else. We couldn't go outside, you know, so
right.
Work. And I just saved a lot of money. And I remember sitting at home, I was trying to find something to invest in. I was like, I started even calling people who I knew about their goals and dreams. I'm like, I want to invest in you. And I started playing with the stock market and things of that nature. And I wasn't fulfilled. And I just remember waking up one morning and was like, you're trying to invest in everybody else. It's time for you to invest in yourself. You've been saying the only thing that stopped you from doing your movie was the capital. Okay. So I spent my money making this movie. I didn't have any investors. Of course, it's lovely to have investors, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, I spent my money doing this. And so you can do it, you know, it's just, you can do it. You just gotta, what's the word I want to say? You gotta decide that that's really what you want to do. Like, you know, because it's an investment, and it's not just money, it's investment in your time. You know, I can't do some of the same things that everybody else do. Like, right. You know, when everybody else outside playing on the weekend, as I call it, sometimes I'm in front of the computer, you know, working. So it's an investment. It's definitely an investment. Yeah. And, Now with that being said, am I looking for investors for the next project? Yes.
Definitely.
But in all honesty, this one meant more to me actually doing it myself. It really did. It meant more.
It did. And let's talk about where can they reach you. Give us your information and we'll get it in the chat, because you say you are looking for investors where they can get in touch with you.
Okay, they can either reach me on Instagram, which is Taylor One Films. They can reach me on Facebook, which is my name, Martel Taylor, or they can even reach me via email, which is TaylorOneFilms@yahoo.com.
TaylorOneFilms@yahoo.com.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna send you a little message because I don't know if you want to talk numbers publicly.
We'll talk about numbers off the
Yes. But it's good to know that you are looking for investors. That's really cool.
Yes, ma'am.
Marsha, what do you have for Martel? Did we get the trailer going, Lex?
I think we should go out on the trailer, but I think I want to ask Martel.
I'm not ready to end the show. I'm just getting good. I'm listening. I'm learning and educating.
Just how cool it would be. I'm just saying. Let me tell you how cool the trailer is. So it's going to be really cool to just transition out of the show with it, because you'll see once you see it. But I wanted to ask Martel, so what is the future of the film? Where do you see this film going? What are you going to do? And what is your next project? Everybody wants to know.
Okay, so we're actually currently working with distribution. So we'll be able to announce probably within like the next month or so what streaming platform that you'll be able to watch the film whenever you want to watch it. So whether if it's Amazon Prime, Hulu, Tubi, whatever, we're working with the distribution company right now to determine that. And we're actually already in pre-production for the next project.
Wow.
So I have 5 films totally written. So now we're already in, pre-production. And what pre-production basically consists of, I'm breaking the script down, about to hire another production team, to shoot. We're going to start our auditioning sometime in August, late August, early September. So the grind don't stop, man. The grind don't stop.
Mary, I think that we should be commissioned by Martel to be the official red carpet interviewers for the next premiere. What do you think?
I think that thanks, Sheree. Love this. I think that is awesome. And Marsha, I want to throw you a little plug in there. I think you should think about doing something with Why Can't I Be a Cougar? I think that could be a really good stage play. I just want to throw you a little love out there. And the other thing is, and Martel, if you're wondering why I'm asking you so many questions, because what I love to do on the SOS show is not just talk about what the person is doing on the show. It's just try to educate them a little bit, because knowledge is power. And a lot of times when we're trying to do things and somebody has already did it, a lot of time we sort of forget, and we don't want to share the knowledge. Somebody asks you a question you don't remember, and everything that I do, if I can share the knowledge to help someone else, that's what I try to do. So that's why I was trying to pull out of you about funding. Where did you start? How did you meet people? Because I'm gonna tell you something, Martel. I'm headed to Atlanta in November. And one of the things that I love is to know someone that has already worked with crews, because I need camera crews. That's why I asked you so many questions, because it's so many scams out here. And I know people out here that's trying to make these dreams come true. I have ran across so many people trying to fix my church, getting that dream out. And Martel, you already been in the industry and meeting people, and we know we can connect with somebody we could trust straight from home. That's really powerful. And we know you're busy and you can't talk to everybody. But just think about this. Sometimes jumping on, you can do little live streams and teach and educate. You can make subscriptions. People come in and learn from you because we trust you.
And I'm glad that you said that, because actually that's one of the things that that I want to do. Just this past weekend when we were home, even though we came home for the premiere, what a lot of people saw was myself and the main character, Rashawn, that the picture came up. What we did was we did a giveaway. We just chose 5. We chose 5 Black-owned businesses throughout the city of Pontiac, and we did a giveaway. We just wanted to bless them with a little monetary gift, and we did that because that's our way of giving back. We talk about doing workshops. Him and I, we want to do workshops. We want to educate young people to realize that you don't necessarily, the only way, you don't know, some young people think you got to have a basketball or a football in their head to make it. And there's nothing wrong with sports. Sports is a great avenue, but so is entertainment. So is in front of the camera. So is behind.
That's what I'm saying.
So, well, things that we're kind of talking about behind the scenes that people don't know is getting together with certain groups back at home and like doing a weekend workshop for young people.
Yes.
I want to start a scholarship fund for young people in the arts. Yes. So we're doing some things behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying?
Because we trust you. And it's nothing like dealing with somebody that you know that we could trust, because there's so much out here. And one of the things too, like you were saying, how Atlanta is like a Black Hollywood, a baby Hollywood, is that I'm now collaborating with different banks in Atlanta, because I'm bringing Young Entrepreneur Squad Foundation, my foundation teaching children business. So it's something that we could collaborate and do together. I'm very excited about that. We really building a roadmap and a blueprint right now. So when I drop in Atlanta, it's already done. So I'm excited about that. So Martel, is there anything that I missed, or Marsha, that you would like to bring? You have we have a couple more comments. I don't want to miss the comments. Okay, Shalom, how can we see the movie for those who haven't seen it yet? Great question.
It's Rashay.
Rashay. I think we're saying it right. Sorry, if not.
Yeah. Miss Thomas.
Yes.
So Rashay, you got their actually right last name, because in the movie, Jackson last name is Thomas. But anyway, we'll be announcing probably like within like the next month and a half, what streaming platform that you'll be able to watch the movie on.
Wonderful. All right. Skippy Thompson, we definitely looking forward for Pontiac talent. Whatever you do, get with Martel Taylor and give him your info. All right. That's right. Put it out there. So
I want to add something to what Skip just said. We are definitely looking for Pontiac talent.
Okay.
And that goes without saying. But we're also it has to be Pontiac talent. Not just Pontiac talent anywhere, but because he said Pontiac, we want talent that want to work though. We want people that want to work. That want to work hard, want to learn the business. I'm all about opportunities. I'm all about opportunities, but I'm also all about hard work though, because it takes a lot of work to do some of the things that that my team and I that we've done. So I'm all for people that want to work, not just
You don't need just divas and trying to come up in there. You need people ready to put them sleeves up and get in there.
Yes, Marsha. That brought me to a question, Martel, and we'll be wrapping it up. I'm really enjoying you. Partnership. Okay, Naya. Oh, Naya. Let me tell y'all about Miss Naya. Naya is in New York. You remember I told you I'm working with the Young Entrepreneur Squad Foundation. Naya is putting my whole program together, helping me build that blueprint. Guys, if you are trying to put a program together, nonprofit, she the go-to. She's a bad sister. She's from Philly. I'm sorry, Naya in Philly. I have so many mentors. She's been Martel, and I think Naya is someone you want to remember as you try to put things together. You was trying to do with the subscription. She's a bad sister. She get me together, okay? From Philly, Naya from Philly.
Yes. Networking. Look at that networking go. Yeah.
I'm all over now. Networking all over. Cali, Philly, wherever it's at. Like you say, collaboration is queen.
Yeah. Have Naya send me a friend request on Facebook so we can talk.
Okay, Naya, you heard that. Okay, Mata. Let's talk Miss Mata. Let me tell y'all, we have to get some love to Miss Mata. I told you that I was giving the retreat in Covington. This is a Black sister that owned a retreat. You have to send Martel. When I tell you, when you meet me there, guarantee you'll do some filming on her property.
Okay.
That's how beautiful it is. Good morning. Have a wonderful week. She's a bad sister.
I'm always looking for somewhere to shoot.
That's the spot right there. Bad sister. I'm going to tell you for sure. So we'll talk about that. We like to get a love to our people, and that's why I try to punch Alexis in Marsha in. Anybody that's listening, if you got a business, you have an idea, drop it in. We'll give you some love on this Sunday morning on the SOS show. Now, I'm going to come to the next question and we'll wrap it up.
Okay.
Do you ever, okay, so when we talked, I brought up the subject about Facebook, you know, some people had money, some people had talent, they poured into him, but everybody didn't have money. Martel, do you see, is that realistic when you're trying to put a show together? Sometimes you don't have money to pay everyone. Have you ever had to or considered, like, I might not have any money, but I can bring other things like my talent to the table or other things to the table? Do you believe in bartering? Do you ever run into that? Or you like, no, if you don't have the money, it don't make sense. Let's talk about that.
No. Like I say, to me, it's not even always about money. If you bring something to the table that, you know, to me, money will come. If you bring something to the table, that can increase the value of Taylor One Films, it can increase the value of whatever product you got. It's not about money, you know, to me. You know, it's about, I'm about teamwork. To me, money gonna come. To me, that's how I just honestly I feel money is going to come. I don't need a lot of, and that's when I say investors. Sometimes investment is something as simple as, let me use Marsha as an example, just to put her on, you know, since she's right here.
Oh, she's a good one to use. She's a good one to use.
She's a very good person to use. Anytime I've done anything, Marsha will be like, what you need me to do?
Yes.
I can just get in the way. That's how Marsha literally wound up working, wind up in the back working at the stage play. I think you came to one of the, we were having rehearsal. And I think she came to one of the rehearsals. And it went from, I'm going to come to support to Marsha wound up in the back. Like, whatever you need me to do. So it's not about, it's not about money with me. It's about having people that truly, truly believe in Taylor One Films, believe in the vision, believe in me. All that other stuff will come second.
Yes, that's what I wanted to hear you say. And I have to say, that's how Marsha came in my life. Young Entrepreneur Squad Foundation. I'll give pop-up business for the children, the SOS show. I really don't know you, but you're doing great things. My name is Marsha. What can I do? I'm like, where'd she come from? I thought she was an undercover cop.
Right.
I'm like, because people don't do this. People don't do this. And the reason why I wanted to ask you that question, because I feel the same way, is that, and I refer back to Facebook, one of the guys could draw very well and helped him with his first logo. He didn't have any money, but he could draw very well. So he did a lot of logos and a lot of drawing and that's how he got into the business. What they think is your hard-earned work that got him in and a millionaire today. So I wanted to hear you say that, because as we build, and I know Marsha agreed, as she worked on her book, Why Can't I Be a Cougar? And as we grow the Fix My Church, when I look for investors, it's not investing don't mean just money. And I really wanted people to know that, because if we collaborate and come together and bring our talents together, we unstoppable.
That's right.
Unstoppable.
I agree 100%. I agree 100% what you just said. And that big word right there is collaboration.
Yes.
We have to learn to work together. We have to learn that it's enough out there for everybody.
Yes.
I could meet with someone right now to do the same thing that I do and say, let's do a project and work together. It don't have to be my project. I can care less. I don't need my name and lights. It's let's get the project done. I personally feel that there's plenty talent in the Pontiac, Southeast Michigan area. But what I do think we have to do is I think we got to learn to work together. And I'm not even just saying in film and television, things of that nature. I'm just talking in general. You know, I think we have to learn to start working together versus working against each other.
Amen. And I think it's coming. I want to read a couple more comments and then we're going to go out. I'm not sure if Lex has got the trailer going. Naya, Yes, might not have money, but persuasive or other skill sets. Yes, Miss Hamilton. That's it right there, Skippy. Marsha is amazing. Yes, she is. Yes, she
My
is.
Skippy.
I know they keep saying why we keep talking about that Marsha, but I'm telling y'all for real, we all need friends like Marsha. Yes. Was we able to get the trailer going? I know we were having problems with the trailer. Yes, let's go. We're going to go out on the show with the trailer, Martel.
Yes,
After
ma'am.
the trailer, we're going to bring you back in and tell you all your kudos and thank you. But let's watch this trailer.
Okay, sounds good.
Don't touch me. Because this right here is not what I imagined. You are not gonna believe what this man did to me.
What'd he do?
My mind is made up.
So what? So what, Lynn? I don't want it to seem like I'm going behind my wife's back.
Sean? Who is Sean?
So you probably don't know who I am.
Oh, I know exactly who you are.
Hey, what are you doing? We made it, bro. We made it.
You were right. I should have listened to you.
Well, it's too late for that now. And Daddy was right.
Now, how can it get any worse than that?
I can't really explain this. Something about her.
No, I'm not the secretary. I have my own.
Honesty, love, and trust.
What the hell? Oh, Lord, forgive me.
You don't have to downplay you're the daughter of a man of God for anybody.
All I know is she makes me happy in a way I haven't felt in a very long time. What you and I were building was built on nothing but lies.
The last thing you want to do is build a relationship on a lie.
You thought I wasn't going to be nothing. Why would God allow this to happen? Tell me that. Are you serious right now?
I hope you rot in hell.
Yes, see what I told you? See what I told you? Let me tell you something, Martel. I gotta ask you this, because like when I wrote my book, when I first got that book in my hand, that was the most wonderful thing ever. I was so proud of myself. I know, how did you feel when you saw Taylor One Films on a big, real movie screen? How did that feel?
Listen, I honestly, I can't just watch this trailer. Like literally, I've watched this trailer easily 100 times, but just watching it even right now, it just does like something to me.
It do something to me too, and I'm sure a lot of other people. I'm ready to see. I'm ready to see that movie. 2, you have even motivated me more with my movie, Fix My Church. Marsha, he has put fire up on us. All right, we can hands-on touch, brother, and it's time for us to put it in. Now that's all I have to say, and thank you for coming on the show. And I'll let Marsha say what she have to say. I'm wordless. I'm ready to see the.
Okay.
What do you have for him?
Marsha. Before you end, can I say something right quick?
Go ahead.
I don't want to like name anybody because I don't want to forget anybody, but I do want to say this, and I hope that this encourages some people. 70 to 80% of cast and crew that had something to do with this movie, 70 to 80% got Michigan ties.
Wow.
Got Michigan ties. Even the ones that's here in Atlanta are from, some of them are from Michigan. So I say that to say we got talent back at home. We got talent back at home. You know, but we just got to work. You know, a lot of times, because where we're from, you know, smaller area and things of that nature, we got to work harder. But we got some talent at home.
Yeah.
And
when you say home, for the people that don't know, we talking about Pontiac and Yanktown. Everybody might not know what home means.
Yeah, we got some talent at home, but again, you got to work hard. And honestly, my goal is I'm hoping to put on for the city. I want to show that there is talent back at home. and bring some folk along this journey with me. So I just wanted to throw that out there to let everybody know 70-80% of this movie got some Michigan ties.
Thanks for that, Martel. And I just wanted to say this. Thank you so much for your time. And this will not be your first time here on the show. We want to follow you, like Marsha said, come on the red carpet, do some interviews, help some sisters out, and we're going to help each other. We all can grow together. We all can eat.
That's right. That's right.
You know, we all can help each other in different ways. I want to thank you. You know, I'll be living in Atlanta in 90 days.
Right.
I can't wait to collaborate with you. And there's a lot of things I know we'll do some amazing things together.
Yes, ma'am.
And we'll talk about those investments, those numbers. All right, Marsha, what do you have to say to go out?
Woo, everything's been said. Martel, thank you for coming on the show. I'm so super proud of you. I was at a political rally the other day, and I met the young Sean, I guess his name's Sean, the lead guy. Yeah. And I didn't know he was from Pontiac, and I met his mother, and just seeing how proud she was, she said, I got to meet her, and I was like, everybody from Pontiac. I'm like, I didn't realize that you use so much of Pontiac, so thank you for that. That was excellent. I'm super proud of you. That's my little bro right there, and he doing his thing, and he supposed to be helping me, but he too busy for me. Now he's probably too big for me, but it's okay. I'm gonna
I ain't never too busy for you.
I know it. I'm so super proud of you, though, and thank you for coming and sharing your story and everything on the show.
I really appreciate it. Honestly, this was fun. Honestly, I've done some other interviews in kind of like webcast podcasts over the last couple of weeks. This was fun. I really enjoyed you guys having me. Like for
yeah, I'm so glad, and I want to say thank you to
out of my favorite mug.
Yes. And I want to say thank you to everybody that tuned in. We have some new listeners. If you haven't liked the page, please like the page, the SOS Show, Live with Mary Evans. If you have something that you want to come on the show and share with the world, SOS again stands for Share Our Stories. It's a Black platform for us to have a voice, and it's shared raw and uncut, and we keep it real every Sunday morning at 10 a.m. Gary Edison will be the last comment we'll share, because he took his time right now in.
Yeah.
Gary Edison, hello, brother. Damn, that was powerful. That looks like it's going to be a really good movie. And you are right. We have to learn to come together collectively as people and work together and stop fighting each other. And above all, stop killing one another. Keep doing your thing, Martel and Mary and Marsha.
The 3 M's. The 3 M's. Yay.
Yes.
Hey, look, the 3 R's. Yes.
Yes. Guys, thank you so much. And Martel, we'll bring you back again. And you guys be safe and have a great evening.
All right. Thank you too.
Coffee, tea, and conversation.
I know they gon' remember me, 'cause I'm gon' leave a legacy.